Welcome back, you guys. My name is Sarah. I'm known as Carnivore Yogi over on Instagram. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel and clicking on today's video. This is a recipe video, a little different than most of my videos because I'm not really a recipe person. To be honest with you, I don't really do a lot of food prep, but this is a popular requested recipe video. I made this casserole for my family, and to be honest with you, I kind of just made it up as I went along. But a lot of you guys back at Christmas time during Vlogmas asked me if I would do an actual video showing you this recipe. So I'm going to show you this recipe. It's ridiculously easy, otherwise I would not be doing it, for a breakfast casserole. Now it does have dairy in it, but you can always take the dairy out. I think that it could be totally adapted to do without dairy. But let's go ahead and let me show you some of these ingredients that you're going to need, and then we'll start cooking. The other thing I did forget to mention was that you can absolutely cut this recipe in half. This is a larger portion for more people. So if you want to take these ingredients I'm showing you guys and cut them down in half, go for it. But I'm gonna make a large casserole. So this is my ingredients out here in front of me. The first thing you're gonna want is a good cheese. I've been using this package. I actually went ahead and shredded this by hand. It's a good hard raw cheese, delicious. You're gonna want some butter for greasing your pan. I have already softened some of that same butter at room temperature. You're gonna want 1 pound of some sort of sausage, whatever sausage you like. This sausage is from White Oak Pasture, so you don't have to use this exact type. This is just what I like. And a lot of eggs, you guys, 18 eggs. Now, White Oak Pastures is my favorite eggs, but I've been telling too many people about them and my local Whole Foods was sold out. Last ingredient is gonna be some heavy whipping cream. So those are the ingredients. Let me go ahead and show you guys what kind of cooking utensils and things you're gonna need, and then we'll get started. All right, things you're gonna need: a 13 by 9 baking dish. Now, this is if you're gonna follow my recipe for a large amount. You'll need a bowl to mix up your eggs and your cheese and sausage, and a pan to cook your sausage, obviously. I finally, you guys, learned how to season my cast iron pan. All right, guys, go ahead and grab your cast iron pan, turn it on low and slow, and your pound of sausage. This is pasture raised sausage from White Oak Pastures, which I will link below. But I do like to cook this on low and slow because it can tend to be very, very messy. You'll see I also use a grease screen, which I will link below this video. Very helpful for keeping the kitchen clean. And we're gonna crack all 18 of those eggs, unless of course you are having this recipe. Make sure you check in on that sausage as you go. It does tend to cook pretty quickly. Once all those eggs are beaten, you put in 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream. And I like to stir mine up with a whisk, but I'm sure you could just use a fork if that's all you have handy. In the meantime, go ahead and pour all that browned sausage out onto a paper towel. And get all that grease strained off before we pour it into that mixture. And I always like to grease my pan, quote unquote, with some room temperature butter. Just a really nice little touch there that adds to the casserole. And don't forget to add that 8 ounces of shredded cheese of your choice to the egg and cream mixture. And I like to give it a nice little stir. We're gonna go ahead and pour it into that casserole dish and grab that sausage that has been sitting out there on that paper towel, letting some of that grease drain off, and distribute it evenly. You have to kind of move it around a little bit. And you're gonna put it into the oven on 350 degrees. Now I said 40 to 45 minutes, but your cook time might be a little different from mine. You just kind of want to check in on it at least after that first 30 minutes, and the top of it is going to have a nice brown color to it. Alright guys, so here is that finished product. You see how it has that nice kind of little brown on the top, but not too brown? Stay tuned, I'm going to show you what it looked like when we ate this in the mountains. So, and some mountain scenes too, just for a fun little bonus. But here is my breakfast casserole. I hope you guys really enjoy it. All right, you guys, so that is the breakfast casserole. Very easy. You could easily take the cheese out. You could cut the recipe in half. You could do a lot with this. It's very simple. But my family loves it. I love it. It's not something I eat all the time because it is extremely rich in dairy, and I'm still kind of being careful with the dairy, but it's really delicious. So it's a nice thing to have if you have a special occasion or just a special weekend or something coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm happy to make more like this, even though I really, I don't have a ton of recipes, but I'll do my best. If this is something you guys like, make sure you leave me a comment, a like, all the things, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.